Country boy. I get up before the rooster, put on my camo, load up my bow and my rifle and stock the ammo. I'm a bullet with the bullet, but I'm lethal with the arrow. Always down for the hunt, dove, turkey, and big bucks. Hit the woods and get fitted up. Mossy oak all across my fit, don't be surprised, we do this too. I be up before the sun with my 30-06. Hard body on, I ain't worried about the kick. Yeah, we do this too.
Welcome to episode 3 of We Do This Too podcast. We have a special guest on today, Miss Haley Ferguson. I've known Haley for a long time. I've known her mom. I've known her family. She's one of my favorites. So, Haley, introduce yourself.
I'm Haley. I'm from Lure County. Like Courtney said, I've known him for a while. I had his mom as a sub growing up in elementary school, so that was always fun. And yeah.
Oh, Mom. Yep. For those of you that don't know, my mom is a teacher here in the county, and most of the kids that come through have known her as Miss Sue. Everybody knows her in the county. Everybody loves her. So I get the privilege of being her son. So, Haley, how did you first get into hunting and what drew you to it?
So I first got into hunting when we started archery in elementary school in PE. I really liked it. I didn't really know much about guns, but I started with my bow. And I just kind of wanted to take it further. So I asked my papa and he took me hunting. We went with a gun because he didn't know much about bows. So he couldn't help me with a bow, but he could help me with a gun.
Right.
So I first got into it with him when I started showing interest, and I asked him to take me.
Awesome. And you just got bit by the bug ever since?
Yep.
Gotcha. So what all do you hunt?
Just about anything that I have time for, really. I work a full-time job and I go to school, so whatever's in season when I get the time is whatever I go for.
Yeah, because I know you stay pretty busy. Every time I see you, you're always babysitting somebody or whatever. So how do you balance that out with your babysitting and your hunting? How do you make time for all that? Just whenever you get it?
Honestly, I don't know. I have pretty good time management, I guess. I work like 40 to 45 hours a week, and then on top of that, go to school and babysit and dog sit and this, that, and the other. And yeah, I just plan it well.
Wow, you're a beast if you're doing all that. Wow. I know when I was going to school, I didn't want to do anything but go to school, play ball, and didn't have time for anything else. So you making time for that is awesome. So props to you for that.
Try hard.
Can you share any of your most memorable hunting experiences, whether it's with your papaw or by yourself or with whoever?
It is with my papaw. So one time he took me and my brother Gavin hunting up on the farm. And we went and we sat out there forever. We were hunting for rabbits, and like there was some that we seen, just really couldn't get to. So we never got anything. So it was cold and it was snowing. So we ended up going back. And on the way back, we seen a bobcat. And that was like I've never been so close to one. I've never even seen one since.
Right.
It wasn't really me killing anything. It was just getting to be that close.
That's awesome. Did you hear it scream? Like the actual bobcat, like the scream?
No, it was walking. It never seen us. It was like walking away from us.
I got you. Yeah, I've actually heard one scream one time walking in the woods earlier in the morning, and I was by myself, and I didn't know what that was because I'd never heard it before. And you talking about scared to death. I was probably like 17, 18 years old maybe, and I didn't even go hunting that morning because I turned around and just ran back to my truck because I didn't know what that was. I was like, "There's Bigfoot in the woods."
Heard one.
It's crazy if you ever have the chance to hear one. It sounds like a woman screaming. Like it's insane. But so, what are some valuable lessons you've learned from your time spent in the woods? Can you explain or tell us some of those?
Definitely not everyone's a winner. I've been hunting several times. I've never actually killed anything, but I've never lost motivation to still go. Not everybody gets something their first time. Not everybody sees something every time they go, but there's a lot of patience to it.
For sure. Patience, I tell everybody in this sport
Patience is a big one.
is big. And I didn't used to have a lot of patience until my son was born. And as you know, kids take a lot of patience.
They
And
do.
it's something that I had to learn. And then, I'm like, I could sit out here all day long hunting, animals and be as patient as I can be. But when my son messes up, I'm like, freaking out and whatever. So I was like, yeah, I got to learn a lot of patience. And yes,
Yeah.
that's a big one for sure. So what type of setup do you run? What kind of gear do you got? You said you bow hunt, do you gun hunt as well, or
No,
kind of
not
setup
typically.
you got?
I don't have any guns myself. My boyfriend, he does gun hunt, so like I could go if I wanted to. I'm just more stuck to my bow. I have a Raptor. It's a compound bow. I like it. I haven't shot it too much, but I got it a couple years ago for my birthday, and I like it a lot.
Awesome. I got you. And what's your draw length and all that? Do you know?
I have no idea. I know
No
it's 50
idea.
pounds, but I don't know.
Okay, so you're pulling
It's
50
not very heavy.
pounds.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think I
So
could
what?
pull more if I worked on it more, but I don't
Gotcha.
work with it a lot.
So what's the last animal you killed with it? Was it a buck, doe?
I've never killed anything.
You've never killed anything.
No, I never. I think I get like tense when I see something.
Gotcha. So you
I
get.
think when I do, I'll be fine, but I haven't, and I really want to.
So have you actually drawn back on an animal before?
Yes,
Okay, you just couldn't let it fly.
couldn't let go.
Buck fever. That's exactly
Yeah.
what that's called. That yeah, that happens to a lot of people. I was talking to a girl the other day at work, and me and her were talking about the same thing. And she said, I've never killed one with my bow. She said, every time I pull back on one, I can't let it fly because I'm shaking so bad. I'm just freaking out. And I said, well, that's what you call buck fever. I said, a lot of us get that. Mine is bad after the shot. It's not as bad during the shot, before the shot, but after that the arrow takes off or that bullet takes off, you can ask my best friend Hope. Like I get tore up. So yeah, that's a big thing. So
Even like as soon as you see something, it's like the adrenaline's already started.
yeah.
So I'm sure after shooting something, it is sky high.
Yeah, it's well, you just wait. You just wait.
I'm hoping this year.
Well, we're gonna have to go hunting. I'm gonna have to take you to some of my spots, and you're gonna have to let an arrow fly. So
I'll try my hardest.
we can teach. So yeah, have you ever seen like the deer, get skinned up and all that stuff, quartered
Yes.
out,
Yeah.
and okay, so you know how that process works.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. So do you being a female black deer hunter or hunter period, do you get any like flack from anybody from that? Like you
Not
shouldn't
really.
be doing this and
No, a lot of people find it more interesting than anything. A lot of people at work, they'll be watching this too because they find it interesting that you do something like this and that I'm on it. They're big bow hunters, and they really think it's interesting that I find interest in it.
see when the reason I started this channel was simply because to kind of show people that people of color, we are outdoors men and women as well. And when I go out of state and go to some of these shows like the NWTF conventions and stuff like that, there's not a lot of us there. So I get a lot of questions of people coming up to me is like, man, I didn't know, you guys did this type of thing or whatever. And I find it like, to me, I don't know. It seems like we've been doing it for a long time. It's just a lot. Like if you turn on the outdoor channel and places like that, you really don't see us a lot. And I think that's a big like obstacle right now for us. But I think some of those barriers are getting broke down to actually show that. So that's cool that you don't get any flack from that. When I first started, I got a little bit from certain people. Why?
I don't
why
really
are you
talk about it a lot, but there's several people that like know. So I guess if I was more opened up about it, then I might, but not really.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, I hope you never do. Because some people are just stupid and don't know what to talk about. But I hope you never do that. So
If they can, why can't I?
right, exactly. So what's some advice you give somebody? They say there's a little girl out there, a little black girl, a little Mexican girl, or just a little girl of color out there wanting to get into hunting, but she's scared. What advice could you give her?
Stay loose. I get tense, but stay loose. Definitely be patient. You won't see something every time you go. You won't shoot anything your first time. I mean, you may, but it being your first time, you'll probably tense up. Um, just patience is key, really.
Yeah, patience is I keep going back to that. Patience is big time, for sure. But I definitely hope you kill something this year with your bow. And if you don't, it is what it is. But it's just part of hunting. But so another question I ask all my guests: if you could go anywhere, money is no object. You could go anywhere and hunt anything. What are you hunting, and where are you hunting?
Oh, that one's hard. I don't know why I'm so set on elk.
Yeah,
Um, or like a moose or something big.
something big.
I want something big.
Gotcha. Where you
Um,
where you going?
oh, let's see. I think it would be cool to hunt in Alaska, but it'd be very cold. I hate the cold.
Oh yeah, you gotta get used to
Yeah,
that.
I can sit down in it, but it's not. I'm not a fan.
I understand.
Probably Alaska. Alaska would be cool. It's different.
Alaska. Okay, that's cool. Well, my dream deer hunt is going to like Big Sky, Montana,
Hmm.
and hunting elk with a rifle or a bow because you can put in for elk tags here in Kentucky, and I never get drawn for them. You got to
We've
get
been
drawn
thinking about
for them
going to
here.
Montana, so
Yeah.
it would
So
be a trip.
if you ever get the chance to go elk hunting somewhere out there, that would be fantastic. So, well, Haley, I really appreciate you sitting down with me. I know this was a short one, but I'm definitely going to have you back on, especially when hunting season actually kicks off. It's actually archery opening season this weekend, which is
Hmm.
Labor Day weekend. I will be in Georgia dove hunting with the 24/7 hunt guys. So I won't get to hunt until sometime next week. So I'll definitely keep in touch with you. And if you ever want to go dove hunting or turkey hunting, rabbit hunting, anything like that, just hit me up. And good luck to you and good luck to everybody out there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hmm.